And surprise again, we're just going to do another example. So now we're going to put this into the augmented matrix. And so that's what we end up with getting. And now we're just going to try again, get ones up here, zeros below, and then one here, zero below, one here, zeros above, and then zeros above. So first things first, I would divide the first row by 3. And so they're taking it times 1/3 or dividing by 3. And so that's going to give me my first row. Now I'm going to take 2 times the first row, add it to the third row, and that will give me a 0. And a negative 2 times the first row, add it to the second row, and that'll give me a 0. So that's what they do. Now notice we have this row of zeros here. Now, based on our, four things, is that in the right order? No. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to swap row 2 and row 3. So that's what they do next. And so now we have ones here and zeros, ones here and zeros, and we have this. And so what does the zeros all across here mean? Well, that means we have infinitely many solutions. Okay. And so I guess what they went ahead and did is they went ahead and got rid of what's above here. So they took a minus 2 times that plus that to get the 0, but that's as far as we can go. We can't do anything now. It's in the full reduced form. I was skipping the step up. I forgot about the 2 up here. But now it's in the fully reduced form. So now what we have to do is we have to say, what can we do? Well, let's write the equations of what we have now. And then now we can say, okay, well, let's let x3 equal some variable. Again, we've been using t. Maybe that's what we use. It doesn't really matter. So we're going to use t. Now, when we do that, that gives us x3. Now, x2, we can solve and plug in a t here, and we're going to get 2t plus 4. And if we plug in t here, we're going to x1, and it's going to be minus t minus 3. And so then that's going to be our solution here. So that's going to be for any real number. And again, depending on if they want it as a set or they just want x1, x2, x3, they could also have, now let's make sure they don't have that written. Okay. Yeah, they don't have, they just have a particular solutions. But you could also, if they wanted it in set notation, you could say minus t minus 3, comma, 2t plus 4, comma, t, and such that t is an element of the real number. So any t, it's a real number, so you can plug in and you can get your all three values. Okay, and they're just showing a couple examples. All right, let's stop there and we'll come back for another one.